Hi everyone, this is your Entrep guru Avinash Ramsabal, and today we're going to take a look at the triple bottom line approach. So what exactly is the triple bottom line approach? It is one in which organizations realize that in order for them to be a success, they cannot just pay attention to profits. They have to pay attention to people, and they have to pay attention to the environment, and that's where planet comes in. So what happens is that it's important that the organization tries to find that balance between these three areas: people, planet, and profit. So if it is that the business is profitable and they pay attention to people, then we say that it's equitable. If it is that it is profitable and it pays attention to the planet, then we say that it is a viable business. It can continue into the foreseeable future. If it is that it's just focusing on people and planets and they're not making a profit, then it's bearable. But at the same time, remember, they're not making enough money to sustain themselves. So a truly sustainable business is one that is able to pay attention to all three of them. We start with people, and it is very much important to understand that the business has a responsibility to positively impact upon people. And when we talk about people, we talk about customers, we talk about employees, we talk about the community, we talk about society as a whole. So when we talk about people, these are the things that we look at. We look at employee well-being. So what happens is that if it is that the business pays employees an unfair wage, what do you think will happen? Would employees be productive? The answer is no. Employees would not want to be as productive because they don't feel motivated to do what it is that they should do. If it is that employees don't feel safe, if they don't feel like if they're operating in an inclusive environment, that they don't feel like if they have any say in what is taking place, that they are not seen in the workplace. So what we have to make sure and do is that we have to put measures in place to motivate employees. We have to put measures in place that will make employees want to be productive. And we also have to work on things that will make employees feel like if they are not threatened. So try to work and see how we could try to retain our workers as much as possible. We also must take a look at our community engagement and try to ensure that we positively contribute to the community in every way that we could. So it may mean supporting local initiatives, trying to create jobs, so offering jobs to those within our community, right? Even if it is internships to students within the community, at least they will be able to benefit in some way, and you are developing them in some way. So try to foster some form of goodwill with that community. And in terms of our customers, try to ensure that you build customer loyalty along the way. Try to see how it is that you can build their trust. Create a brand that persons will see or perceive as one that they can look at for quality, that they can look at where they don't have any issues with ethical standards, and therefore that they may also recommend to other persons. Now I want you all to make sure and think about this, right? If it is that we have so many people having that good word about your business, then that P that we may be looking at, which is profits, it may not be very difficult to come by, because in that case now people will automatically prioritize your business over anybody else. Let's take a look at the next one. We take a look at planets. And in this case now, what we are doing is that we are trying to ensure that we operate within an environment that we see that we have a part to play in it. We have a part to play in order to negate our effect on that environment, in order to reduce other person's effect on that environment. So for example, if it is that we look at resource efficiency, right? So try to reduce our level of consumption of resources, try to reduce our wastage of resources. All of those things will help in terms of conservation efforts. If we also take a look at environmental conservation, we can also take a look at trying to do things such as reforestation, trying to conserve our wildlife and looking after them, trying to make sure that we preserve natural habitats. So these are things that can help in terms of preserving our environment. Also trying to do things to reduce our carbon footprint, reducing emissions, looking at things such as green energy, green technology. So all of these things can help in terms of preserving the environment. And I want to again re-emphasize the same thing that I said to other people. If it is that we pay attention to these things, the profit is going to come. Next one, as I said, is profit, and we look at the economic viability of our business. So in this case now, what we are saying is that if the business is financially profitable, then it can sustain itself. But again, as I said, just remember, all three combined is what can lead to this, right? So in terms of long-term viability, what can happen, right? Profitability can help the business continue to survive in the long run. And if it is that you are profitable, right, you can attract more investments into your business. Business will be willing to invest more money into your business. And if it is that we get investors who are basically aligned with our business ideas of ensuring that we take care of people and also our planet, what will happen is that we will get more investment for persons who align with our values. It also gives us a competitive advantage if we are sustainable in nature. So when we are able to find that balance between the three, that is what is truly the triple bottom line approach. And understanding, again, as I said, if it is that you pay attention to especially those first two P's of people and planet, it does help in terms of profitability. So as I said again, understanding that balance is very, very important. So the approach, it not only aligns with ethical principles, but also it pushes the business into long-term sustainability, and that is very important to note. So that's it for me for today. I want to thank you very much, and don't forget, like and subscribe to the Entrep Guru. Take care. Bye bye.